born in Wellington, in New Zealand.
Do you see yourself as a New Zealand film star or an Australian one?
Well, if I'd ever actually done a decent job in New Zealand, I might think in that terms. If I'd actually even given an audition in New Zealand for a role, I might have, I might think that way. But, you know, I left Wellington when I was 4 and spent 10 years in Sydney and came back here to finish high school and lived in Auckland. And then left here again when I was 21. And I'm 33 now, so 2/3 of my life I've spent in Australia. In fact, I got the cane at Auckland Boys Grammar. This is a pisser. I'd been back in the country 2 months when I was 14. I got whacked around the arse by some sicko, neurotic bastard with a stick for not knowing the words to the New Zealand national anthem. And on one hand, you might think that that's relevant, but I'd been away for 10 years. The last time I was here, I could only barely speak, you know. And I'd been in town for 2 months, you know, attending this school. And I was like, oh, well, sorry, mate. Between going to geography and English classes, I didn't see the room that says, come in here to learn the words of the national anthem. So he thought I was being a smart-ass at the school assembly. So he thought the best way of getting me to learn the New Zealand national anthem was to beat it into me. I travel on a New Zealand passport. I was born in New Zealand. I'm a New Zealand citizen as such. And I have no problem telling anybody around the world about the fact that I was born in New Zealand. But home, I think, is where your heart is, mate.
And Australia gave you the break, right?
Absolutely. Australia understands me in a lot more ways that New Zealand doesn't. I don't need old school tie and those sort of connections in Australia. I think there's a certain level of accepting your own energies and your own beliefs and your ability to do something. And they stand back and they say, all right then, have a go.